text-to-speech, jump scare. Anyways, I may start talking about his mechanics. CUZ. There is a lot to get through. Okay, so I'ma start from the top and go down. CUZ. Almost everything I added to his design has a mechanic 3.
Let's start with the hat. Then I can't remember if his was this long in his OG design, but I made it longer. The eye on the end basically allows him to look around corners, which means he is able to see you easier. But it also does something else, which in your opinion could be a bad thing or a temporary good thing. If you lead him in circles for 5 seconds or more, there's a 50% chance he will trip over his hat, stunning him for 10 seconds. Now this bit kinda ties into his cracked eye. Before he trips over, his eye would basically be like it is in his normal twisted form. But after he trips, it becomes the cracked eye like you can see in the picture. I'm not very good at maths, so I don't know if this makes him way faster or barely makes a difference. But in my mind, this makes him 3 faster and more alert. 3. Okay, now on to the mouth, I guess. He uses to bite you or something. And his main hands can just hit you as usual. Okay, on to another interesting part. It is kind of a small detail, but if you look below the ripped off arm he has, you can see a small star. And this star somehow also ties into his hat, mostly the eye on it. So if the eye sees you from far away, like when looking around corners, he sends out a cluster of those stars to slow you down. Now, on to another key and of minor thing, but this is basically about his dogs. You could also debate that this feature could be added to the game if they added it as something for the lethals. But it's the fact that if someone with lower stealth is being chased by Astro and you walk through him, he will stomp on you, making you take a hit. And that's it.
Oh wait, there's one more mechanic.
Oh yeah, I just thought of this while editing, but I have another mechanic that might make him slightly easier to deal with. This idea is kinda based around the fact that Astro.as Attune slept and liked sleeping a lot. So I thought it would fit him if eventually, after a minute of not finding anyone, he would just go to sleep until disturbed. How you would wake him up or disturb him is by running, using an item, completing a machine, getting hit by a twisted, or using an active ability. He will also wake up at panic or because of twisted eclipse. And I think that's finally it.
Yep.
But before we go, I got some things to say. 1. Before you comment something, like, this is way too hard to incorporate into the game. That's the point, twin. 2. I'll make your opinion on his design and mechanics. I want to know your opinion. And I had a lot less to say than I thought I did, but that's it. If you enjoyed this vid, hit that sub button like how Astro would hit you. Don't break your phone though.
Anyways, bye, brochachos.